In the sparkling heart of Starpetal Forest, where the air smelled of honeydew and wildflowers, and the rivers hummed lullabies, lived three inseparable fairy friends. They were as different as sunrise, afternoon, and twilight, yet together they made the forest brighter. Azura, dressed in flowing blue and green, like the waves of the ocean mixed with fresh meadow grass. She loved listening to the wind's secrets and painting raindrops with magic dust. Rosabelle, wearing dazzling pink, sparkling like the petals of a rose kissed by the morning dew. She could charm any creature with her gentle laugh. Sunnyra, in glowing yellow, as if the sun itself had given her a hug. She spread warmth wherever she went, even on cloudy days. Every year, the ancient elder tree, whose roots stretched so deep they tickled the center of the earth, would set a special challenge for the fairies. This year, as the moon rose over the forest, the elder tree spoke in a voice like rustling leaves. "My dear fairies, you will each go on a journey. Along the way, the forest will test your heart, bring back a lesson for all of Starpetal to share." The fairies looked at one another, a mix of excitement and curiosity fluttering in their wings. Azura's journey, the lesson of patience. Azura's task was to help a lonely, withered flower bloom again. She flew to the meadow and found it, a small bud drooping under the weight of dust and shadow. She sprinkled her blue healing dust. Nothing. She sang a tune she learned from the rain. Still nothing. "Oh, maybe it's hopeless," Azura sighed. She tapped her foot, her wings twitching. "Why won't it just bloom already?" A tiny snail, inching along, paused to say, "Some things take time, little fairy. The best blooms grow slowly." Azura decided to wait. She visited every morning, bringing cool dew in acorn cups, shading it from the noon sun with a leaf umbrella, and telling it gentle bedtime stories at night. Days turned into weeks. And then, one morning, as the golden dawn kissed the meadow, the flower opened. Its petals shimmered in shades of blue and green, as if it had borrowed colors from Azura's own gown. When she returned to the elder tree, she said, "I learned that beautiful things grow in their own time, and patience makes them stronger." Rosabelle's journey, the lesson of kindness. Rosabelle's mission was to find a lost baby squirrel and guide it home. She zipped along the path, pink dress catching the sunlight, determined to be quick. But on her way, she met a family of ants struggling to carry crumbs twice their size. "We've been at this all day," one panted. Rosabelle knew she should hurry, but her heart tugged. She bent down, lifting the crumbs with a flick of her magic, and carried them to the ants' hill. Farther along, she heard a frightened chirp, a robin tangled in a mess of twigs. She freed its wings, humming a soft lullaby until it felt safe again. Finally, she found the baby squirrel, shivering under a bush. His fur was ruffled, and his tiny paws trembled. Rosabelle wrapped him in her pink scarf, warming him with gentle words. When she arrived at the squirrel's tree, something magical happened. The ant family, the robin, and the squirrel's parents were waiting. They had all come to thank her. Rosabelle smiled at the elder tree and said, "I learned that kindness given freely always finds its way back to you, often when you least expect it." Sunnyra's journey, the lesson of optimism. Sunnyra's challenge was the hardest of all. Bring sunshine to the dark hollow, a gloomy part of the forest where sunlight had never touched. She tried singing her brightest song, no light. She waved a mirror to catch the sun's rays. Nothing. Then she stopped and thought, if I can't bring the sun here, maybe I can make my own. She gathered golden leaves that glowed faintly in the moonlight, warm river stones that held the heat of the day, and hundreds of tiny firefly lanterns. She strung the leaves high in the trees like banners, arranged the stones in glowing circles, and released the fireflies in a gentle swarm. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Bye.